family. How are we doing? Luke here with you for a few minutes. A question that we've been asking at the Compass, I'm sure you're asking too, is how can we as churches and as leaders have a gospel presence, be making disciples in our current cultural context with all the fear and worry going on? That's a good question to wrestle with. It's one that I wrestled with personally. And I think the answer to that, how we can have a gospel witness and make disciples in this current cultural moment we find ourselves in, is by equipping our people to be a hope-filled and peaceful presence in the midst of chaos. Just to be a hope-filled, peaceful presence in the midst of chaos. So how do we do that as leaders right now? It's kind of tough, as you know, kind of the normal church rhythms as we've known them have been thrown out the window. We're kind of starting over again. So how can we do that? That's a great question. It starts, number one, with us understanding where our people are at. A lot of the people that we minister to are filled with fear right now. They don't have hope. Let's just be honest. They've been watching TV, the news too much. They've been online seeing all these articles being shared, and any sense of hope or peace they have has just been snuffed out. And so we need to come alongside them and just encourage them in the truths of the gospel. We need to come alongside them and just encourage them with the truth about who God is. This is really an opportunity for us as pastors and leaders to add to their theological foundation, to remind them that, hey, number one, God is in control, right? God is in control. Yes, it feels like the world is falling apart at the seams, the stock market's crashing, people are sick, we don't know if we have enough ventilators, all this stuff, but God is still in control right here, right now. We need to remind them that God is, He's present. He is not a distant, far off God who's just left us to figure this out on our own, but He's present in our lives. He knows what we need. He knows what we're facing, and He loves us. He's a good Father who loves us, and He will provide for our needs. He's promised to do that. Luke 12:22 says, do not be anxious, right? Why? Because God loves us and He cares for us. So we need to encourage our people in these basic gospel truths so that they can have some form of gospel hope and peace in their lives. So as leaders and pastors, the question that I want to ask you is, how are you connecting with your people? Do you have a plan? Have you thought throughout your week your different connection points of what that's going to look like for you? Again, remember, everything that we've done as churches has kind of been hit pause, right? It's been thrown out the window. We got to start fresh. So what's your plan this week to connect with your church? Whether it's video, are you going to go on Facebook Live or Instagram Live and just share a video of you encouraging your people, a brief devotional on the truth about who God is or the truth of the gospel? Are you going to connect with your people through Zoom? Zoom, if you don't know what Zoom is, it's a great resource. It's a video conference call. You can have up to 500 people on the conference call at one time if you pay for their biggest package, which I think is like $27 a month. That would be a wise investment in this time. You can invite your people on if they're at home or if they're at work to have a brief time of prayer and encouragement and to remind them of the hope they have in Jesus. Maybe your context doesn't allow you to do Zoom calls, maybe you have poor internet, and that's understandable. That's some of you guys in more rural areas, that's your reality. And so we would encourage those of you, if that's your situation, to use the phone. And then go old school, right? Just get on the phone and start making calls. Connect with your congregants over the phone, pray for them, encourage them, and just be there in their lives. That goes a long way. If you can be a hope-filled, peaceful presence, it will speak volumes to them. So I'd encourage you to do that. And as we encourage our people to be peace-filled and hope-filled, we want to also encourage them to be present in the lives of their neighbors, their coworkers, their friends, and their family. So how do we be present in an age of social distancing? That's a wrestle that we have to figure out. But again, we can turn to technology. Go on Facebook and just talk to your friends and your family. Say, hey, is there anything I can do for you? Are you doing all right? Do you have a conversation? Are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling depressed? Send out a text message to your friends or family. Encourage our people to send out text messages to their friends and family. hey, is there anything we can get you at the store? Some people are so scared and fearful that they won't even go out to the store to get their own supplies. And so they're slowly running out of food, out of toilet paper, out of basic things that we need for life. And so connect with those people. Just say, hey, I'm going to the store today. Is there anything I can get for you? This is just a helpful way to be present in the culture. Something that I've noticed about my neighborhood over the last couple of days is as the sun's been out and as the temperatures have come up, people are going for walks. And so I'm seeing neighbors that we know out for walks with their family. And we've just gone out on our front deck, as people have walked by our front porch and just said, hey, how are you doing? And have this like nice social distancing, right? But we're having a conversation. We're standing out there for 10, 15 minutes, having a conversation, just seeing how people are doing, what they're feeling, how they're doing with their kids at home, if they have any needs that we can help them meet. So we just need to encourage our people to be present still. Don't become hermits, don't cut yourself off from society, but be present in the lives of their neighbors, of their coworkers, and their friends. And finally, we need to encourage our people to spread hope and peace, not fear and anxiety. If you go online right now and you go on Facebook or other social media sites, there's a lot of fear and worry being spread, whether it's about groceries or toilet paper or what the future might hold with the stock market and all that stuff, right? And so we need to encourage our people as they go online to spread hope and peace that comes from Jesus. We do that through thinking about the articles we're sharing, thinking about the conversations we're engaging with. And so part of our role as pastors and leaders as we disciple our people in this time is to help them become conscious of what they're doing online. All right, so that's my encouragement to you. I have a couple articles that I'm going to have underneath this video for you guys to check out. One is a live stream that Tim Keller did last week. If you know Tim Keller, he's a brilliant thinker. He's great at apologetics, understanding the cultural moment we're in, and how Christianity fits into that. He did a live stream last week, a lecture on peace in times of suffering and uncertainty. So I'd encourage you to check that out. The link will be below. Also, there's a link to Lifeway. Lifeway is a Christian organization in the States. A lot of the books that you buy probably come from Lifeway, but Lifeway has a COVID resource for leaders in the church. And there's so many good things on that resource. There's various links for whatever you could imagine, really. If you're trying to figure out how to do giving online, they have a link for that. If you're trying to figure out how to do live stream, they have a link for that. How to do Bible studies, kids ministry, the list goes on and on. I'd encourage you to check that out, scroll through it, see if there's anything that can help you. And finally, pastors and leaders, my encouragement to you is stay connected. There's a lot on our plates. There's a lot of change happening, and there's a lot of despair and fear and worry that can set into our own hearts. And so my encouragement to you is don't face this alone. Connect with other pastors who are part of your clusters. Connect with Phil or myself or someone, but you're not alone in this. We're here with you. We're all fighting the same battle, and so let's not face this alone, but let's move forward together and not leave anyone behind. So if you're struggling, please reach out. All right, I'm praying for you guys. So hopefully this helps you as you navigate these changing times.